8th year, a Lexington activist is bringing back his annual coat drive to help Kentucky kids stay warm this winter.
Joining us this morning to tell us all about it is Devine Carama. So happy to have you.
Good morning. Happy to be here.
All right,
it's that time of year.
Absolutely. I mean, every year we look forward to talking to you and all the good work you're doing. So let's just talk a little bit more about how your coat drive started and the mission behind it.
Sure. So, Believing in Forever is the name of the organization. We always try to be reactive and responsive to the community. We saw a need, a lot of kids out there that didn't have coats, and so we wanted to fill that gap. And so year one, I believe it was 2014, 2015, we gave away about 40 coats, and last year we gave away close to 3,000 brand new coats. So it's growing.
Tell us that story about seeing the kids at the bus stop. That's just so moving.
Sure. Driving to work, and we've all seen it. There were a bunch of kids, no coats on, and so the dad in me says, "Hey, you know, where's your coat at?" And I remember a kid responding and saying, "My mom said I had to wait until the check after the next check, and then I could get a new coat." And it just made me remember what it was like to be a single parent, just struggling to make ends meet. And sometimes the weather gets colder than we expect, and a coat isn't cheap, especially if you got more than one child. And so to me, that's where the community comes into play and tries to be a good partner to those in need. And that's what we tried to do the last 8 years.
That really is the definition of community, is you support each other. It takes a village, as they say, to raise a child, and I was raised by a single mom too, so I can totally relate. So who exactly are you looking to get these coats for? So
this is for children K to 12. We serve all ages, and to be honest, even infants. And so you know, when it comes to the teenagers, we don't know if they're not wearing coats because they don't have one or they just don't want to.
They're too cool.
They are, you know, and so
literally too cool.
But if there's a need there, we try to provide that, and we work hand in hand with the school system, with the Family Resource Center. They got a pulse of what kids need what. So I would say 75% of the requests come from the Family Resource Center. We deliver it to the schools, and then the school delivers it to those in need.
And you're not talking about just Lexington either.
No, we serve Lexington, surrounding cities, as well as our brothers and sisters in Eastern Kentucky. And so our goal is one day to make this statewide. It's grown every year. And the support for it has grown every year. We have so many amazing partnerships, including Macy's and Walmart, Myers, and many other businesses that funnel their coat drive into ours. So even though Believing in Forever facilitates it, it's really a community coat drive.
And it's awesome. As you said, you went from 40 to 3,000 last year, and you're going to keep growing. How can people that are watching this interview with you right now, how can they get involved and try to help you out?
Sure. The best way is to shoot us an email, believinginforever@gmail.com, for those that may need coats, but to those that want to figure out how they can help. And there's so many ways that you can help, even if you don't have the money to go buy coats to donate. Plenty of volunteer opportunities, sorting, organizing, delivering. And so it's all hands, or as I would say, all hearts on deck when it comes to the coat drive. And so we need as many people a part of this as possible.
Do you have a preference whether people bring in a coat themselves or maybe just money, since you do know exactly who's going to need the coats?
Sure. We do kind of meet our request instead of just taking random requests, but early on at this point we need all sizes, and I think people feel more a part of it if they can actually bring in a coat. So we prefer coats early on, but once we get later, monetary donations help better, so we can go buy exactly what we need.
Fill in those gaps.
That's it. That's it.
Well, that's wonderful. And I mean, everything you're doing is wonderful, and you've been so great at, you know, supporting the community that now you're literally employed by the community. How wonderful has that been for you?
Yes, a long time coming. I got the opportunity to serve as director of One Lexington in Mayor Linda Gordon's office. As she told me my first day on the job, I've been doing the work of One Lexington for the last 15 years. And so I'm just thankful that she saw something in me to put me in that position. And it's just the same work. I'm going to continue grinding. It's no different. And so just try to make people's lives better.
And we love what you're doing and what you've been able to do to help.
I appreciate it.
In every aspect, because he's a busy guy.
Yeah.
As we know.
You're a great role model.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
And thank you for being here with us.
Thank you.